Hello all, the 3.4 live stream dropped and I woke up and wow, right, that's a lot to take in, even stuff I wasn't aware of. Now I'm not going to recap it. For those who watch me, you already know about all these character leaks, these character buffs, all that, right? But there are two things in this live stream that surprised me that, I do want to talk about. First, let's get the bad out of the way. You need to drop 200 pulls if you want to get Archer's Lycone for free. This is bullshit. Even if you're free to play, you would have to save for 3 fucking patches to be able to afford this. Of course, some people out there will be able to afford it, but most people not, unless they drop money, right? This would have been better if it was prolonged to 3.5 to or 3.6, and then like that I would understand that a little more, but I am still just not happy with locking free rewards behind pulls, right? This might sound weird, but I don't care about locking rewards behind spending money all that much, right? Because if it's behind spending money, then people who already spend money will just get it, right? It is what it is. It may be predatory to some low spenders. However, at the end of the day, you're dropping money for this. It doesn't affect free-to-plays at all, right? But this does affect free-to-plays because, like, a decent amount of free-to-plays are now going to get Archer's Lycone for free, and the other free-to-plays who probably pulled for, like, Cassie or Hyacinth and all of that, they probably aren't going to be able to get Archer's Lycone for free. And that kind of sucks for a lot of people out there, right? So I think it's a cool thing for some people and a bad thing for others. I would have much preferred if they lowered the requirements, probably by around 50 pulls, but I understand it at the end of the day, right? It's a gacha company. I can't have that high of standards in the first place, right? So, now that we move on from my thoughts of the shitty need to spend 200 pulls for Archer's Lycone, let's get into something that, oh my fucking god, like this was genuinely surprising. When Owlbert announced Archer being free in the 3.4 live stream, he then further said, we are getting another new free limited 5-star at the end of the year, or near the end of the year. So that means HSR is getting 3 limited 5-stars for free in this year. We had the golden token, we have Archer, and we're also getting someone else. Now, who do I think is the most likely candidate for this? Rekka, right? It could be Dan Heng SP. In my opinion, Dan Heng SP is the second most likely, but I think the easily most likely is Rekka. We had leaks that Hoyo was working on Rekka's kit quite early on, before Amphorius and during the beginning. However, leakers at some point said that Hoyo, for some reason, didn't give Rekka a release date, even though his model, his gameplay, and his kit is mostly already down. They decided to kind of stall his release. And we all know Rekka, we met him in Pentagony, and Pentagony is in 3.8, the final patch of the version 3. So I think the most likely scenario here is that the free limited 5-star is probably Mr. Rekka, right? Second most likely is Dan Heng SP. I don't think Dan Heng SP will be free, though. I do think Rekka is the most likely candidate for this. So 3 free limited 5-stars in a single year for HSR. This has been an amazing year rewards wise. Now, once again, 2 fucking events. I am so sick of the event drought that this game has, and it truly just isn't getting better for some reason. I mean, this is a turn-based game. At least give us some events to make up for the not so interactive gameplay. But when you're getting rewards like these, holy shit, man. Like, it's hard to really be mad when you're getting so many free limited 5-stars. You're getting all this shit, right? Like, once again, I gotta recommend to anyone, right? If you're interested in trying to clear Endgame as fast as possible for, content reasons or whatever, this is the best patch to do it. You can get Branya from the free standard selector. You can pull Sunday and Sparkle and then Phanon. And this sounds like a lot, but new players can get a shit ton of pulls in the first patch, playing probably around like 400 if they really sweat it. And especially now that there is a skip dialogue for the main story, there's never been a better time, right? I wouldn't be surprised if it's now possible to clear the endgame content in a single patch because of the triple harmony rerun, Phanon, and free Archer, right? You can get Archer plus Sparkle, and then you can get Phanon with Sunday and Branya, and instantly that should be enough to clear all endgame content. You could also pull Tribby just to make clearing Pure Fiction easier for you, right? So that's my thoughts on the 3.4 live stream. Archer's light cone, 200 pulls, that's kind of bullshit in my opinion, right? The free limited 5-star, completely unexpected, but very, very welcome. Hopefully, Rekka is a good character. I'm hoping he's a single target healer for my E2 My Day, right? But that's a bit cope at this point. If it's not Rekka, probably Don Hung SP. And then we also have the skip dialogue in 3.4, and in my opinion, it being the best time for any new player or returning player to make a new account and come back and play. Love you all. Hope you have a great day. Hope you have a great night. Peace out.